guys, I'm Phil Snowden, the fat loss and performance coach here at Meta Evolution Gym in Chatham. Kapow, how you doing? So today's video is all about the calories thing again and how calorie counting can be a bit of a myth. Now, there is no denying that the energy that you consume plus the energy that you either do or don't expect or expend will make you store more body fat. So if you're eating loads of food, then you're more likely to store body fat. That's simple science, okay? Goes without saying. However, we can go through counting calories using an app like MyFitnessPal, for instance, but it can be quite inconvenient rather. So how else can we count calories? Well, generally how we count calories is with these buggers, okay? The eyeballs. Now, if you imagine that you had a plate like this and a plate like this, what do you think is going to be the biggest serving size or the biggest portion size and the more energy that you consume? It's more likely to be this one, isn't it? Because if you've got a bigger plate, you're more likely to fill it up, so you're more likely to consume more food. And what's that going to mean? You're going to store more body fat. So it makes so much more sense just to use a smaller plate and portion control your food. How about that? It's remarkable, isn't it? Don't need science for that. Now, another little cheap ingredient or set of ingredients you could use to bulk up the volume of said foods, which are not very calorific, is one, to increase air, and two, to increase water. Well, how do you do that? Well, let's take, for instance, a smoothie. If you blitz up a smoothie for a lot longer, then you are increasing the air that goes into that, and so you're more likely to feel more satisfied because you're increasing the volume of food. And that's how we actually eat when we're using our eyeballs. We look at our volume over calories because we could never tell how many calories are in a food just by looking at it. Now, have you ever noticed that when you go out to a restaurant that you might consume more food than what you would do by yourself? And there's plenty of studies to prove that. Like if you're eating with 7 or more people, you're more likely to eat 96% more food than what you would do by yourself. Now, there's also plenty of studies out there to say that the faster you eat your food, the more calories you also consume or the more energy you consume. So if you are eating food by yourself, for instance, you're more likely to finish that meal in under 11 minutes, okay? Ideally, we're looking to finish a meal or take 20 minutes to eat a meal because that's how long it takes for our satiety mechanisms to kick in. Now, if you're eating with some other people, okay, it goes up to 28 minutes if it's like a reasonably close restaurant. And if we're at like a fast food restaurant, that goes up to like 30 minutes. But ideally, we're looking for that 20 minutes, okay? Like I say, to make us feel like we are satisfied. Now, if you go into the restaurant, for instance, or go into your meal, if you like, with a plan of how much you're going to consume before you even see the menu, then you're going to have this preset idea of how much you should actually consume. So if you're going in over, I'm going to eat a starter, I'm going to eat burger, chips, I'm going to eat the side salad, I'm going to have dessert, I'm going to have a pint of beer with that as well, then that's what you'll consume because you're already setting the goal in your head. Okay, which is why it can be quite catastrophic for you to say you're not getting any dessert until you clear up your plate because already you're setting the goal to finish all that excess calories, even though you may not want it, before you have a dessert. Ooh, watch out for that one, okay? So guys, start with the basics, okay? Cut down your portion sizes by cutting down your plate sizes, okay? Count calories later, all right? Keep it real.